What's up, you guys? My name is Austin. Welcome back to our NCAA 13 Dynasty with the New Mexico Lobos. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been about 2 months. Anyways, the last time that we played, I recorded, it didn't really work. So I had to send back my Elgato. And basically, we're 7th in the Mountain West right now. And we lost to Boise State, 31-48. It was a pretty good game. It doesn't show it, but they played pretty good. And we've got a lot of prospects coming to visit. As you can see there, Randy Thomas, the quarterback we've been going after. We're number 1 on this list. Hopefully we can try to steal him away from Georgia. And it's pretty hard recruiting Randy Thomas and Taylor Horner because the schools that wants them, they're better than us by a lot. But C.J. Bell, on the other hand, he's going to be a pretty easy recruit for us to get right now. We're like 600 ahead of everybody else. And Steve Forte, another good receiver that we're trying to get. And this guy, Lawrence Logan, we're pretty close on. Same thing with Ryan Manning. Hopefully we can try to get them to come with us. And then there's 2 new D tackles that I've been going after. Dennis Copeland and Javane O'Donnell. We're not on their boards, but try to make a move for it. But let's get on into the game. Their quarterback, Sean Rutherford, is a very athletic player. He's very fast. He knows how to run. He's not a bad passer at all. He knows what to do with the ball. He's their main point on offense. And he's basically pretty much all they have on offense, to be honest. But I think if our defense plays right, we got if we can put a lot of spy packages in there, we're going to do pretty good. Dallas Balama or Javane Johnson at the middle linebacker and right outside linebacker spot. They can. I think they'll keep him intact, and they won't let him do much. Because it's something's bound to happen. He's bound to break off a decent play every now and then. But anyways, our Lobos walking down the tunnel, and the fans are ready. They are here in Albuquerque to watch these boys try to get the win. If we get the win, it'd be nice, very nice for us, because wins probably won't come by often for our team unless we play everything perfectly. If everything goes correct and there's no mistakes at all. And here comes David Vega under center, Trayvon Briggs in the backfield with the fullbacks hand off to the right side, and Briggs is going to get stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now with Briggs to the left of David Vega in the shotgun. Vega's going to take the snap. He's going to look to the right side of the field. He's going to throw it behind his receiver, not even close to the guy he was trying to throw it to. 3rd and 11. Vega with prey on Briggs to his right. He breaks the tackle right there, and Vega is going to take off, and he is going to get about a 15-yard gain. Very, very, very good play by Vega, keeping the play alive. And Vega, handoff right side, Trayvon Briggs. Briggs is going to make his way up through the middle of the field, get around another 15-yard gain, and the Lobos are on the move right now. Vega's going to hand it off again to the right side, and Briggs is just going to keep on trucking and get around 7 yards. And I think if the run game's going to keep working, they're going to keep pounding the ball. That's what they're going to do. They're going to pound the ball again to the right side with Trayvon Briggs and get about 8 yards right there. 1st and 10 now after the first down. He's going to throw it over the middle to Ty Kirk, and Ty Kirk is going to make his way across the middle of the field for about 13 yards. Vega back to pass once again, throw it over the middle to Ty Kirk. Gets 8 yards on that completion. 3rd and 4 now after a loss on the last play. He throws over the middle to Kirk, and Kirk gets the touchdown. And Texas State is going to start with the ball around the 30-yard line. Rutherford throwing it over to Hawkins, and Hawkins is going to get about 9 yards right there. 2nd and 1 now. Rutherford's going to hand it off to Franks, and Franks is going to make his way up the middle, get the first down. And Rutherford's going to play action pass, and he's looking for someone to throw it to, and he's going to run it up the middle. He's going to get the first down, or close to the first down. And he's going to hand it, or read option, and he's going to not get the first down. He's very, very close. But 3rd and inches now, and Balama uncovered through the middle, sack. Vega and shotgun. They'll throw it over the middle to Trayvon Briggs, and Briggs is going to get 20 yards on that completion. Very, very nice offensive day right now, and Briggs will get the first down on that option play. Next play, play action pass, and Vega is almost sacked. And the drive would stall after that. Anyways, Rutherford would throw it over to Harper on the left side after the play action, and he only get about 3 yards. And Rutherford back in the shotgun again, throws over to Hawkins. Hawkins gets the first down. 1st and 10 now. Speed option, throws it back, pitches it back to Franks, and Franks is going to lose 2 yards after the defense didn't let him go very far. And there you see Tabana making the nice play on 3rd down, forcing the sack and the punt. And Vega's going to throw it over to Ty Kirk. 6 yards. 3rd and 3 now. Vega fakes the handoff to Briggs, rolls out to his left side, throws it over to the middle to Reed, and it was a pretty dangerous pass, but it completed. Handoff right side to Trayvon Briggs, and Briggs is just running through everyone right now. Gets another 10-yard gain. Vega's going to hand it off again to the right side. Trayvon Briggs is just going through all of these Bobcat defenders, and handoff again to the right side. They just cannot stop the run. And there you see 13 rushes for 63 yards. Vega under center. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking for someone to throw it to. And he's going to take off once again. And he's going to get down to the 5-yard line. And he's been playing fantastic today. Vega looking for someone to pass it to. And he gets sacked. 3rd and goal now. Vega drops back to pass. Throws over the middle to Aho. And Aho goes in for the touchdown untouched. 14-0 Lobos. Next possession, Sean Rutherford. He's looking for someone to throw it to. Throws it to the right side, and Mills almost picks it off. He was so close right there. And Rutherford, the quarterback draw, gets around 8 yards. Did not expect the quarterback draw. 1st and 10 now. Rutherford back to pass. Got plenty of time. Throws it over to Erickson. Erickson breaks off a tackle, but Ballama comes in and cleans it up. 1st and 10 now, though. As the Bobcats are on the move, Rutherford looking for someone to throw to. He's going to take off again, the right side, get down to about the 3-yard line after he breaks through all those tackles. And they're going to hand the ball off to Franks, and he is going to score. 14-7 now as the Lobos get the ball back. Vega looking for someone to throw it to. He's not going to find anyone. Take off. Get around 4 yards in that play. 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation with Trayvon Briggs to his left side. Vega looking for someone to throw it to. Can't find anyone. He's going to step up. And he's going to get sacked for 4 yards. Bobcats would get the ball back. Hawkins would receive the wide receiver sweep, and he would make most of what coach gave to him and get around 20 yards on that play. 3rd and 5, though. Rutherford back to pass, and he's going to get sacked by Ellis, and they would attempt a field goal, very, very long field goal, as Mills is back to return it, and Mills is making his way up the sideline, gets past the 40, past the 50, past the other 40, and he's pushed out at the 35-yard line. Great field position for New Mexico. Vega back to pass, throws it over to Thomas. Thomas gets out of bounds to save time. They don't want to use any timeouts right now. Vega back to pass, and he is sacked. And the Lobos will send out Justice Adams to attempt the long field goal. He can make the kick, but it is just right of the uprights. And going into halftime, 14-7. As they would hand the ball off to Franks on the first play, and he would lose 3 yards on that one. Franks in the Wildcat formation, and he would lose another yard. Rutherford back by himself, looking for someone to pass it to, and he would get sacked. Very good defensive stand right there as the draw play goes to Trayvon Briggs, and Briggs makes his way up the middle for another 10 yards. 16 rushes for 77 yards. Doing work. Vega under center, drops back to pass. He's going to throw it down the middle, and it's going to be picked off by Daniels. That would be his only mistake of the day, however. Rutherford back to pass, looking for someone to throw it to. Throws it over the middle. Erickson cannot hang on. He gets hit very, very hard. And Franks would fumble the ball, and Johnson would pick up the fumble, and he would make his way into the end zone. There would be a holding call on Texas State, and we will happily decline that and go up 21-7 with 6 minutes 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rutherford setting up the screen, throws over to Matthews, and Matthews gets hit very hard, but Mills only gets about a yard on that play as Rutherford hands the ball off to Franks, and Franks would not get very far. 3-yard gain. 3rd and 6 now as Franks gets the handoff, and he makes his way up the left side of the field for about 20 yards. But 2nd and 13, Sean Rutherford, shotgun formation, sends his tight end in motion, takes the snap, looking for someone to throw to, right side to Hawkins. Hawkins breaks off a tackle, and then gets pushed out of bounds after about 10 yards. Rutherford in the shotgun with his running back to the left of him. He throws it over to Erickson. Erickson makes the grab, and the Lobos cannot make a tackle. And Texas State would then score 14-21. Lobos had the lead. Handoff right side to Trayvon Briggs, and Trayvon Briggs makes his way back into the middle of the field. Gets about 9 yards on that carry. And David Vega, 1st and 10 now in the shotgun formation. Looking for someone to throw it to, and he's just getting flushed out of the pocket, and he just runs out of bounds and loses 8 yards on that play. 2nd and 18 now. Play action pass. Vega looking to throw it to someone, but he takes off up the middle, and Vega's going to get around 15 to 16 yards on that run. 3rd and 2, handoff right side to Trayvon Briggs, and Briggs is going to make his way up the right side of the field, get the first down, get a nice gain. 1st and 10, Vega back to pass, throws it deep, and it is batted away. Kirk could not make the catch. 2nd and 10 now, or 3rd and 9, my bad. Play action pass to Briggs. Vega throws it over the middle of the field to Solomon, and Quintel Solomon is going to make his way into the end zone, and the Lobos would go up 28-14. Handoff to Curry. Curry makes his way up the left side of the field, gets the first down, and more. He gets pushed out of bounds. Further, 2nd and 9 now. Rutherford by himself in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking for someone to throw it to. He's got no pressure. He throws it over the right side, and Curry comes back and gets the ball, and he gets taken down around the 31-yard line. Rutherford sends his tight end in motion on 1st down. Rutherford back to pass. He's going to throw it over the right side to Curry, and Curry's going to get 6 yards on that play. 2nd and 4 now in the shotgun formation once again. Read option to the left, and he's going to not get the first down. He's going to get close. Only get around 2 yards on that read option play. 3rd and 2, Rutherford by himself in the back. He's going to hand the ball out to Franks, and Franks is going to fumble the ball, and the Lobos are going to get the fumble recovery. That's the 2nd time that they put the ball on the ground today. Very, very fortunate for the Lobos as the Bobcats were starting to drive. Vega drops back to pass, throws it to the left side, quickly to Lamar Thomas, who comes up with the grab. 1st and 10 now. Vega hands the ball off to Trayvon Briggs, and Briggs makes his way up the right side of the field. Only gets around 5 yards on that gain, and that would bring us to the 4th quarter. The Lobos up by 14 points. Vega looking to throw it, moves it to the left side, throws it over the left side of the field, and Solomon comes up with the grab. A very, very impressive play, and Vega would hand the ball off after that to Trayvon Briggs, and Briggs we get around 6 yards on that carry. 2nd and 4 now. Vega under center. Receivers to his left. Vega would take the snap. He would drop back to pass. He would throw it over to Ty Kirk. Ty Kirk would make the grab, and he would get pushed out of bounds, trying to make his way into the end zone. 1st and goal now. Vega pitches it out to Trayvon Briggs, and Trayvon Briggs would find his way into the end zone. Very well-deserved score, as he's been the workhorse all day. 35-14 now, as Rutherford drop backs to pass, throws it over to the left side, and Hawkins cannot come up with the grab after getting hit. 4th and 7. They're in the go-for situation, and they will not be able to complete the pass on 4th down. Turnover on downs, Lobos ball, handoff, Trayvon Briggs, and Briggs would get around 4 yards on that carry. 2nd and 6 now. Shotgun formation. Vega is going to hand the ball off to Briggs with the draw play, and Briggs is going to make his way up the middle of the field, get around 15 yards. A very nice gain right there. 2nd and 10. Vega hands off again to Trayvon Briggs, who's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage, loses 1 yard. Vega would throw it over the middle to Ty Kirk. Touchdown, Lobos. A little bit technical difficulties, don't worry about it. 42-14 now. Rutherford back to pass, looking for someone to throw it to, and he cannot find anyone. He's going to get past all of the Lobos defenders, almost get 20 yards on that run. 1st and 10 after that long run. Rutherford in the shotgun with his running back to his right side. Back to pass, throws it over to middle of the field, and Santos would pick the ball off, and he's got the 30, the 20, the 10. No one would catch Santos. Pick 6. 49-14. New Mexico lead. Holy cow. Don't know what's going on in Albuquerque, but 1st and 10 now. He would be sacked on that play. Would lose 5 yards. 3rd and 16 now. Rutherford back to pass, trying to set the screen, and he would not be able to get off the pass. And the Lobos would take over Hand off to Traylon Briggs. Traylon Briggs would make his way up the right side of the field, get the first down. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Draw play to Briggs. Briggs makes his way up the field, the middle of the field for the first down. And he would lose 2 yards on that carry. Wouldn't matter as New Mexico is up by 5 touchdowns. Under a minute left in the game. Last play of the game, I believe, for New Mexico. And that would be it. That would be the end of the game. The Lobos secure the victory against the Texas State Bobcats. The Lobos go to 2-3 on the year. Texas State falls to 1-4. Play of the game was the Santos pick 6. I was pretty impressed by the pick 6 myself. Very, very good thing for our defense to let them know that they can just score on defense. It's pretty good for them. Pretty good for their confidence on defense. And there you go. There's the coaches exchanging some words. Something must have been said this week at practice, and I guess the players listened because they performed well today. There you go, David Vega, player of the game, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns. And there they go into the locker room. Celebration time for them. And on the other side of the field, however, the Bobcats are left with the taste of defeat in their mouths, and I don't think they like it that much. And they really didn't have a good day at all. They only had like a few sacks here and there, and they had that one fluke reception touchdown early on in the game. That's basically what they had to look forward to. I don't think they enjoyed today. I sure enjoyed today. Very, very good for the Lobos. There you go. Vega, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Sean Rutherford, 118 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And Traylon Briggs, 165 yards, 1 touchdown. I think he should have had at least 1 or 2 more touchdowns. And Terrence Franks and Sean Rutherford were their leading rushers. Franks had their own rushing touchdown. Receiving side of the ball, Ty Kirk and Quintel Solomon combined for over 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. Marcus Curry was their leading receiver. And defensively, Dallas Balama played great today. He had a sack to go along with 13 tackles. And Xavier Daniels, he made their interception. Anyways, guys, come back next week. We have the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii, 2 and 3 teams in the Mountain West, pitted against each other. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later.